Hello, I'm Adrian Hill, Technology Manager at Morris Lubricants, and today I'm with Steve Vowden and his daughter Charlotte Vowden. We're taking their 1960s MGA on an epic voyage north of the Arctic Circle, a 6,000-mile round trip. So I'm going to be talking to Steve and Charlotte today about their prep for the journey, basically. What have they done to the vehicle? What are they doing to make sure they've got maximum reliability? So, Steve, over to you.
So it's a journey we've never done before, not that considerable distance and the time. So we want to get it to the peak condition. So we've changed the oil, we changed the gearbox oil because that's been in there for quite a while now.
Yeah.
And because if we were doing local journeys, it wouldn't be a problem.
No.
But because we're doing an extensive amount of mileage every single day,
Absolutely,
up to 500 miles,
Yeah.
we need to make sure that that transmission oil is going to be peak standard all the way there and all the way back, as well as the differential.
There's going to be a big heat soak on those compartments, aren't there?
So we need reliability.
And we've learnt that with the gearbox oil from experience. We did a hill climb event and we were having sort of, those kind of issues. And when we actually changed the gearbox oil, didn't have any problems, did we?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But of course, you're right. An aged kind of gear oil will give you problems with gear shift. So you're absolutely right to change that before you set off. Yeah.
And there is a nuance to it, especially first gear, isn't there, Dad? Especially on hill starts. I often struggle with that.
Doesn't matter how many times you use a clutch, you have to stop to fit in the first gear.
Gotcha.
I mean, if you want to, maybe 1 mile per hour or less.
Right. Okay.
It might just
Stop is the way to do it.
Interesting. Yeah.
So Steve, you're in charge of the practical prep work for getting the MGA, north of the Arctic Circle. So what's your background? What skills have you got here?
Yeah, sure. My background is in the motor trade. I work on cars, light vans and commercial vehicles. When my father had a farm, he had a tractor and play around with that as well.
Excellent. So plenty of hands-on experience.
Absolutely.
So this is all very familiar territory to you.
Indeed it is.
So you've changed the major lubricants, the engine, gearbox, differential. So what other sort of prep have you applied to your vehicle?
So, as I say, we've been all around the car, especially the brakes. Obviously, long journey, distances, making sure everything is okay.
And there will be reindeer, apparently, where we're going.
Apparently so.
The brakes need to be at tip-top condition.
Absolutely. Yes, you never know when a ranger's going to cross your path.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So on the drive side rear, they found that there was a wheel cylinder that was just slightly sticking. At that point, you change the cylinder. Is it worth keeping the same brake fluid in? No.
Absolutely.
You go right round the car, you change the brake fluid or throughout. So again, it's temperature as well. So if you're using the brakes a lot, especially if you're going downhill, steep inclines, etc., that brake fluid is going to get hot.
Yes.
You don't want a degraded fluid in there.
You don't, absolutely.
Yeah.
One of the biggest problems with brake fluids, DOT 4, DOT 5.1, is it's hygroscopic, so it absorbs water out of the atmosphere. So the problem with that is it actually reduces your boiling point. So if you are applying hard brakes and you get a lot of heat generated, the last thing you want is that water to boil away and cause a vapor lock, because then you haven't got a very effective braking system. And of course, where you're going as well, if you've got low ambient temperatures, water has a tendency to want to freeze. So, your brake fluid may increase in viscosity because of water trying to freeze. So again, from cold, you might have ineffective braking. So you're right to change that brake fluid throughout, because there'll be no water in there, and you'll get the most effective braking from doing that. So yeah, it's a good call. So you're looking at the cooling side of things?
Absolutely. The same thing again. With time, it breaks down, as you know. So that is another job that has been done.
Yeah.
As a mechanic by profession, Dad never leaves anything by chance. That's his reputation. But also on this journey, it's about our safety as well, and the car's safety. So making sure everything is as clean and fresh as possible means that we're safe, the car's safe, and hopefully that means the trip will be a success.
So absolutely, yeah. And it does look like showroom condition with this bonnet, to be honest with you. So fair play to you.
Thank you.
But yeah, you're absolutely right. So I mean, and safety has got to be an important side of things. So you've got your brakes sorted. You're right to change the antifreeze coolant, because you are going somewhere where it's quite cold potentially overnight. So you might get wind chill on the vehicle, depending where it's parked. So you don't want any ice crystals breaking, cracking open the block or popping through the head. So that's the correct thing to do. And of course, if you are looking at those prolonged sustained distances, I mean, there's a big heat soak on the engine. Of course, you want to make sure that the water doesn't boil away as well. So you're absolutely right to change every functional fluid on the vehicle. So yes, I'm assuming the Morris Lubricants has done you proud on that. It's provided all the necessary critical fluids. Excellent.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Because obviously you've used them before on previous kind of endurance events. So
Oh yeah, we've done all sorts of things in this car, you know, from taking it to the Highlands, down to the South Coast, but also we've done a charitable challenge where we drove 2,000 miles in 46 hours and 59 minutes. And one of the main things that we were aware of was, you know, the functionality of that engine, and, you know, using that golden film product meant that the components were protected the whole time. You know, we can control the car, we change the speed, and we're very conscious of those kind of things. But having the right lubricant in that engine meant that sort of got rid of any kind of troubleshooting issues with the heart of the car.
absolutely.
However, this journey is going to put that product to a test that takes it to the next level.
Excellent.
Limit pushing, I might say.
Yeah, well, we all like a challenge at Morris Lubricants, and obviously your good selves as well. So thank you very much for spending some time on this today. So if you'd like to see any more content like this, visit our Morris Lubricants website or our YouTube channel.